There are legal issues. You can't just grab a child off the streets. And if we do manage to help Emmanuel find a home and a school, have we changed his life just to help our film? Naturally, now that something good may happen for Emmanuel, he is nowhere to be found. Without Bravo, we'd have no hope of finding Emmanuel. We'd be looking for a 13-year-old boy with no identification of any kind in a city of 3 million.
After I have talked with Emmanuel, he agreed. He said, I'm ready to go to school. But he did not put that in heart. Many people have been promising heavens, but they don't turn up. But because you came back, my heart was bumping, saying, God, can this be miracle? Can this be angels who are sent by God to rescue just one boy?
Emmanuel must have an angel on his shoulder, because what happened next left us all believing in miracles.
Our home here is called Huruma Mercy.
How do we rescue Emmanuel? It helps to learn from someone who knows. Meet Mama Zipporah, a woman with a mission. For Mama, the years she spent raising abandoned children has led to this: rising at 4 a.m. to wake her kids, all 150 of them.
These children come from different backgrounds. Some come from broken homes. Some of them are taking a lot of drugs. Others come from places where they have lost both their parents and they were on the street. And others were just behaving like nobody loves them.
Thank you, God, for choosing us and loving us. I asked God to give me these children as mine, and now there are so many. And so I'm struggling to live to my vision that still I am a mama for them. And to tell you the truth, everyone who works for me goes home, and I am left with all these kids with my husband. And they are so beautiful, as you can see. It's not hard to bring them. You have seen, even we don't have a guard at the gate. They don't go out. I don't have to find anybody. They know that they have got somebody. They know they've got a home. They know that they have got food. And that's all what matters to a child. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up.
The children of this home, they love each other, they have peace, and they care about others. Mom and Dad, they are good. They treat us like they are their biological children, because what we eat is what they eat, and they sleep together with us. They don't go to sleep outside.
Mama is a powerhouse. She's finishing a school on the property and is also building a clinic that will provide medical care for the entire community near Huruma. She started the clinic because 25 of her children are HIV positive, and there's no lab or doctor in the area. Huruma is a family affair, with Isaac and Mama's biological children joining in.
When we started now adopting a lot of children, I called my 3 biological children. I told them, if you help these children, God will also take care of your children. And they are very comfortable.
At Huruma, volunteers from around the world travel and work at their own expense to help Mama.
We live in Europe, so everyone is rich and everyone is good and healthy, but that's not the word. Word is also here, and with poor people, poor children who have no shoes or no clothes or no food, and I think it's good to know in order to help in the future. And if we don't know, we can't help.
This one?
You know this.
I am volunteering to learn more about children infected and affected with HIV/AIDS. I am also doing a lot of helping where I can, like painting and gardening, anything.
There is a great deal of good in the world. There are those who really care. They could be enjoying their lives very comfortably in their homes, but they don't. And we should highlight the fact that actually good does triumph.
I'm changed a lot, but when I come back now, I will look at what I have with different eyes, and I will remember what I've seen here. It's definitely worth it. No matter what, you get so much back for the rest of your life. You will never forget what you experience here.
Georgia and I wonder if there could be one more bed at Huruma for Emmanuel. It seems so natural. A ready-made family, a mama, a school, a chance to leave the streets and never look back. Is it possible? Or is it just the reverie of a forgotten street boy?
Nililosema tusaidiwe tu, tupatiwe mahali tukae. Tunaenda shule asubuhi, tunarudi jioni, tunakula vizuri na tunasoma tu, tunaendelea na masomo mbele. Lakini si ati mtu anakuchuna kila saa, hata kitu hujafanya umepigwa nini. Tunataka tu tupeleke mahali tusome vizuri, tunarudi, hakuna kupigana, tunakaa na furaha sisi wenzetu pia. Hivyo tu. Mpaka tukile tutakuwa wakubwa. Nasoma hata tunaweza enda hata mpaka ng'ambo, promisiwe na wazungu wengine pia. Wazungu wengine wanataka tu promise tuende hata mpaka ng'ambo. Sisi ndio tutarudi kusaidia hata wengine wenye wako nyuma.
Mama warns us repeatedly that Emmanuel will have a hard time adjusting to this new life.
When I came here, I thought I've come to a prison because I was used to stay in an open places, Nairobi, going all over, roaming all over. So I felt as if I've come to a prison and I'm being locked up. So I didn't like the place. I kept running away. Every time I'd run away, come back, run away, come back.
When I came to Huruma, I did not like it. I was feeling so uncomfortable. And now I enjoy myself living with them, and I love them as my brothers and sisters, and I find them more special in the heart than anybody else.
All time in my life, I have never found a peaceful place like this. So when I came here, I felt like I've come to another country.
You have to have a lot of love to care for these kids. You have to create a bond. You have to work hard so that they can know that you are really a mother. that they can trust you for anything. Some change very quickly. Some don't change so quickly. So it needs love for you to bear them and give them time so that they can change, so that they can be what God wants them to be.
They give me pressure. Having 150 children, making noise, shouting, especially when they all keep quiet, I'm worried. Why are they keeping quiet? I'm used to their noise. I'm used to that noise. It becomes a good song.
Now that we've found a possible home for Emmanuel, we still have to find him. We're in our van, following a truck filled with his pals. The boys can only guess where to look, and so we follow.
I was wondering, what can I do? God will do a miracle. We are going to see Emmanuel.
It's a tour of some of the worst sections of the city, and it makes our driver, Kamal, uncomfortable.
These guys, they are going to check on him on somewhere around here. Yeah. Because we cannot stop here, because I know now around this zone is very dangerous. Yeah, because this is where these gunmen, they operate a lot.
The Office for Children has given permission to take Emmanuel from the streets. Word is that Emmanuel knows somebody's looking for him, so he's trying to outrun them. He's been accused of stealing a television, so he thinks we're trying to lock him up.
Hearing that nobody knows where Emmanuel is fills me with dread. Life on the street is so random, and we're coming up cold.
Suddenly, Emmanuel appears out of nowhere. He seems at ease, as long as his friend Kababa is close at hand.
Tunaenda naye. Kababa ni yule wa jana. Ndio alituambia best yake. Ndio alimleta.
Mumekaa na Kababa for how long?
Kababa? Umekaa siku ngapi na yeye? Slowly.
Miezi mbili.
Ukisema maliza chuo, alafu utoke pilot.
Si ndio? Dana mpaka Amerika.
Bas, good.
Dana.
Ndio naona hata mimi nimevaa Amerika leo.
Hawa wazungu.
Si wale mabesti zako.
Kumbe. Habari yako rafiki yangu? Kumbe huko. Uliendanga lakini Emmanuel.
Sasa tunaona wamerudi.
Wale kwa stage wataingia.
Acha nimsalamie huyo rafiki yangu.
Msalimie.
Toka nimsalamie. Why you going?
I'm going to stay with you today.
You are going? Why?
I'm staying with you today.
Yeah, you stay with me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You stay with me?
Yeah, I'm going to.
Yeah. And me, I want to go to school?
Yes.
Me. I want to be a pilot. I told you.
I know you told me.
Yeah.
And I remember.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's good.
And you want your friend?
Yeah.
And you want your friend to go to a function?
Mom.
Emmanuel tells us that Kababa must come with him. We hear it, but we don't. We don't realize the connection between one street boy and another. We hear it, but we don't comprehend.
at myself when he came out of the shower because he was looking so different. It's just like a kid who's been playing in the dirt and then you wash him up and then he just becomes okay.
Bravo oversees Emmanuel's new haircut. He's the proud scout troop leader.
Umekuvuta sigara?
Bado.
Uko kwa street? Unakula kila siku?
Kula kila siku. Kani nilikunywa chai asubuhi sasa mpaka kesho.
Mpaka kesho. Na ukipata pesa?
Pata pesa je kuna vijana pia wengine wakubwa sawa. Wanachukua.
Hiyo vijana wakubwa isipokuwa kuchukua pesa yako, wamewahi kutesa kwa njia nyingine?
Wakufanyia tabia mbaya.
Wamekufanyia tabia mbaya?
Wanakupa 20.
The greatest fear for Emmanuel is AIDS, from being abused by the big boys, and of typhoid from drinking the Nairobi River, and TB and lung problems from the glue, and who knows what else.
Tena wanarudi tu wanakunyang'asa, wengine wakupatia. Sasa kikushika uwezi piga makelele.
Ulifanywa hiyo tabia mbaya mara mwisho lini?